coming in right now, viewers from Bangladesh. Now, there are protests breaking out in Bangladesh ahead of the elections. This is the scene from Dhaka, where people are holding protests, and you clearly see that it's spiraling out of control. The protests are taking place as the groups are demanding justice in youth leader Sharif Usman Hadi's death. And Kisholai joins us live on the broadcast for more. Kisholai, tell us more details. There's unrest in Dhaka right ahead of the elections once again.
Well, exactly. Now, we know that after the killing of Osman Hadi, after the reported death of Osman Hadi, there was pro-Bangladesh at a point of time, but then it was controlled. Right now, again, Bangladesh is boiling, especially from the streets of Dhaka. We are getting live visuals where people are erupting in protest. Now, this is happening just before the elections are scheduled to happen. Muhammad Yunus, at one hand, doesn't want to actually give up his throne, it seems, because there are allegations that Muhammad Yunus is trying to push the elections back. And in order to do that, these kind of protests are in fact helping him to show that the situation is right now out of hand and an election held right now would not be a good idea. On the other hand, the political parties of Bangladesh, including BNP, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, and other parties such as the Jamaat, are demanding elections as soon as possible. Even before the elections are held, we are seeing that Bangladeshi streets, Dhaka streets, are erupting in violence once again. These are live visuals coming from Bangladesh. A while back, we saw that there was a briefing by the Police Department of Bangladesh saying that they are trying to control the situation right now. And this is not just because of the death of Osman Hadi, but also we are hearing that these protesters are also demanding reforms. These protesters are also demanding security, and they are saying that no foreign influence should be there in Bangladeshi elections. That is what they are saying. On the other hand, we have very clear indication that Muhammad Yunus is doing his best in order to push back the elections, and hence these protests could be one instrument to do so.
In fact, what we learned today is that the protests are also happening right outside Yunus's residence as well. And there are several demands that are also being made, especially with regard to the 9th national pay scale. So there are protests happening reportedly for that as well.
Well, exactly. We have known that after Muhammad Yunus, he came to power. He actually came to power without elections. But there were several reforms that were demanded, including the pay scale increase for Bangladeshi workers, which was not fulfilled. In fact, one of the reasons why Sheikh Hasina was dethroned, because the workers of Bangladesh, the young population of Bangladesh, demanded from her that all the pay scale levels should be increased and a new pay scale commission should be introduced. Now, Muhammad Yunus did not do so. We are also learning that there are protests across Bangladesh, across Dhaka, especially in front of the office of Dr. Muhammad Yunus and in front of his residence as well. At one hand, they are demanding security. On the other hand, they are also demanding that the pay scale and the working condition for the workers in Bangladesh should be improved by Muhammad Yunus. We will be coming back with more breaking news from across the nation and from Bangladesh as well after the